Does the San Diego housing market have you scratching your head wondering, is it time to sell? Should I buy? Should I just wait? Well, I'm here to clean up the confusion for you. Hi, I'm Nick with the Iannitti Realtor Group. Just wanted to give you a real quick San Diego housing update for the month of February. Remember, all of these numbers are median numbers. They're year-over-year numbers. So this time this year versus this time last year, we're going to look at the entire county, all housing types, all prices. Okay. Our sales price was up 8.7%. Our active market time was down 25.9%, meaning things are moving quicker. Our sold price per square foot was also up 4.6%, and our months of inventory is only 1.6 months of inventory countywide. That's down 36%. That's a horrible number. You guys always hear me talk in my videos about months of inventory, and that is just kind of pitiful. So anyway, those are the lagging indicators, but you also know, if you watch my videos, I always want to give you guys the leading indicators, right? Where is the market heading? What's happening right now today that we're going to be talking about 90 days or 6 months from now, so we can kind of put this thing together. And basically, what that really comes down to is something along the lines of our absorption rate when we're looking at our total number of listings. So our active listings were down 33.9%. Those are homes that have been on the market. Our new listings, homes that have just come on the market, those were down 20%. Our pending listings, those are the homes that are actually going into escrow, being purchased, that's up 13.6%, and our sold listings were actually up 14%. So what that tells us is not only do we have enough not have enough inventory, but the things that are coming on the market are being bought rapidly. Okay, we've had a lot of volatility here in the market. We've had a lot of buyer activity going on. I've had 4 buyers in the past 10 days, and each of them has tried to secure a home. Each one of those homes was able to procure almost 10 offers in as little as 2 or 3 days, right? So lots of buyer activity right now. And what's kind of interesting about that is typically that type of activity is reserved for what we think of as our seasonality, the springtime, the summertime, the height of the market, right? Well, what I'm telling you right now is our market is on fire. Right, springtime might as well be right now. We have so many buyers in the market. It's kind of crazy, right? And when you look at certain things, right, obviously our economy is doing incredibly well. Wall Street Journal just did another survey of economists out there, and only about, I think, 14% of them said that you know, a recession was even probable in 2020, which is, you know, kind of slim to none. ShowingTime has come out and said that their buyer activity nationwide has been up. Here in the West region, it's up almost 21%. Move.com has said that their year-over-year inventory is decreasing, and that trend is actually accelerating. But I think one of the most telling things is that the National Association of Home Builders basically just came out with a new report. And what they do is they track new home starts by decade, right? New home starts is when we have a new construction. A new home comes once they pour the foundation, start to build it. That's called a new home start, okay? And they look at it every single decade, basically. So when they looked at the 2010s numbers this past decade, basically what they noticed is that our new home starts were only half of every other decade, going all the way back 5 decades back to the 60s, okay? And when you think about that, it kind of makes sense, right? We had the housing crisis, the crash in 2008, and builders had pulled way back, right? There weren't enough buyers in the market at that particular time. A lot of those builders could not get funding to start new projects. So we really had almost 10 years where we were not building new homes nationwide to keep up with our population, right? Right now, nationwide, our months of inventory in the nation is only 3 months of inventory. That's never happened before, okay? That's incredible, okay? And when you also consider the other factors, how this thing is like kind of a force multiplier, when you look at some demographics, specifically the millennial generation, for a very long time, the millennial generation said that owning a home wasn't necessarily in their life plan, right? They were more apt to rent someplace urban that was walkable, all these other things, right? Well, now that generation's gotten a little bit older and they're starting their own families, they're starting to realize that home ownership absolutely is going to be part of their life plan. So from a demographic standpoint, we have far more buyers coming into the market. We don't have as much inventory. We haven't had new homes being built in the proper levels. And really, to kind of pour gas on the whole thing is the fact that we have just incredibly low interest rates, right? I did a video last month about how our affordability index here in San Diego was increasing despite the fact that home prices were increasing, because basically it was a function of how much the percentage of money people's monthly income was going out on housing, and that was basically decreasing because the rates were low. So again, if you're a buyer, still a very good time to get into the market before you really get priced out of the market, because home values will continue to go up, but the money is incredibly cheap, okay? However, if you're a home seller, if you've been thinking about selling your home, especially if you're a move-up buyer, I would tell you the time to act is now. Don't wait for the spring or the summer when you're going to have more inventory in your neighborhood, when you're going to have more people to compete against on the open market. You probably want to take advantage of our hot buyer market right now. Prices are still incredibly high, so you're going to be able to get a nice premium on your home, and then you'll have that money to go into your next move-up buy, especially considering that as prices increase, the inventory gets a little bit better, right? When we're looking at lower prices, that inventory is even tighter because there's a larger buyer pool to snap those places up, whether they're first-time buyers or investors or whatever it is. So if you're thinking about selling, absolutely now is probably the time to take action and really kind of capitalize on what's going on. So anyway, if you have some questions about what I was talking about, where am I getting these facts, figures, more than happy to provide that for you. If you're really interested as far as what's going on in your neighborhood, what's the value of your home, if you'd like me to do an equity analysis report for you, more than happy to do that for you too. Just reach out and let me know. And that's it. Thanks so much for tuning in. And remember, who you choose to negotiate for you absolutely matters.